Okay, friends, let's go ahead. We're going to tap in for some general messages. Going to pull from the tarot. I've got a couple oracle decks I'll be using. So yeah, we're going to see what's coming through. So I'm going to show you this. I'm going to flip it over. But the Ten of Pentacles was my only card that was faced upright. I'm going to put it back in the deck though. I might have just had it that way. But for some of y'all, we got money, okay? New money coming in, opportunities coming in, alliances where you're going to be building legacies, future businesses, families, all that type of stuff. Okay, so we got the Two of Swords coming out here. You might not see this coming here with the Two of Swords. I get for some of you, you are, ooh, okay, this is a message. So some of y'all are in denial about this Ten of Pentacles that you want, okay? For some of you, it very much is a long-term relationship. You want to get married. You want to have a family with someone. You want to build a legacy, all that good stuff, right? But you are not allowing yourself to really want it. It's kind of like you're sabotaging yourself. You're almost like, oh, it's just too good to be true. It's never going to happen for me. Whatever reasons you're kind of telling yourself like you would not get that Ten of Pentacles. Cut it out, friend, okay? Like you deserve that Ten of Pentacles, and the way it's coming up in this reading, you're gonna have it as well. But you do need to get out of your own way there with that Two of Swords. So let's see what else we got going on. Five of Swords, yeah, getting in your own way. This can be that inner conflict. Sometimes it can be external conflict too. Maybe you've had people kind of reinforce certain ideas about yourself. Like, oh yeah, like you'll never get married. You're not like the type to be committed, or I can't really see you, you know, being a parent. Or maybe some of you have been in relationships with people before and they didn't commit to you. They didn't, you know, take it to that next step in getting married, or they didn't want to have a family, or, you know, all of those things. So maybe you have kind of internalized this belief like, oh, I'm unworthy of this. This must not be something that's like in the cards for me. So you guys really gotta get like in alignment with what you want, because this Five of Swords and this Two of Swords, there's a lot of resistance and it's coming from your mind, okay? You've got to get control over your thoughts, okay? Because repetitive thoughts become our beliefs, right? And some of you, you have some beliefs about relationships, about marriage that just really aren't the best, even about yourself, okay? That aren't really the best. All right, so let's see what else is coming out here. We've got a lot of like I said, mental energy going on here, feeling confused with that Two of Swords, but also like, oh no, yeah, I don't really want that. That Five of Swords, being at odds within yourself. Oh my gosh, look at this card that came out. Y'all better cut it out. Cut it out. Seven of Cups, that confusion, like, I don't know, like, but this is also the fantasy that some of you find yourselves in, thinking and dreaming about that Ten of Pentacles and what it would look like for you, you know, how your ideal partner will be and what your family's gonna look like, where your family's gonna live, what kind of work you guys are gonna do. Are you gonna start a family business? Like, some of you have very rich, vivid imaginations, and you actually spend more time than you probably would like to admit. You spend more time thinking about like your happily ever after. So some of y'all just gotta, like I said, gotta get out your own way. Especially whenever you drink or if you smoke or anything like that, you might find yourself drifting off into fantasies about that, okay? What I say, drifting off into fantasies, don't play with me. Don't play. The Empress, okay? You know, for some of my ladies out there, you know, you have dreams of being a mother, right? Stand 10 toes in that. You know, some of you might feel like, oh, my time just hasn't come. I just don't think it's gonna happen for me. You know, it can still happen for you. Or, you know, if you're in those childbearing years or your body can still do that, then yes, like it can still happen for you. Don't feel pressured by some biological clock or whatever. Like, you ain't got to feel all that, okay? You know, Empress is also wifey, okay? If you're wanting to be, you know, in a long-term commitment. You know, this she's taken care of, okay? That's one thing about her. So some of y'all have dreams of like having that soft girl life, okay? Look, continue to hold on to that dream. Hold space for that dream. Pour energy into that dream, all right? We have death. Well, actually, this is transformation in this card, but it's the death card. So we also have transformation that you are undergoing. I do feel like you have been, okay. Thank you, Spirit. So you have been through a lot of like deaths in your life. Maybe literal for some of you, you might have lost a lot of people in your life. For others of you, just like metaphorically, you feel like, you know, relationships, they don't ever really work out. You know, one minute they're good, and then the next thing, you know, things are falling apart. So you might have a lot of fear around relationships and their ability to last, okay? You might want something that really lasts. These are both fixed energies, Taurus and Scorpio coming out on the table, okay? So yeah, like you want something that is real, that's not just based in your fantasy. You want the fantasy to become a reality, but don't sabotage yourself by thinking like, oh, it's not gonna happen. Oh, that's just a fantasy. Oh, you know, that's just the stuff that's made of fairy tales and stuff like that. Like you can't think like that, okay? It's literally just delaying what you're actually trying to manifest. Not even what you're trying to manifest, but what wants to actually come in for you. Like it's there waiting, but it's just like it's just like you have this like stop, go, stop, go, stop. Just be go, okay? Just be on go. Oh, I'm sorry to hear this, or to deliver this message, but also to hear this. I don't know if somebody had a miscarriage, or an abortion. Definitely sending you love if that is the case. Kind of seeing that could potentially be a thing here for some of you. You know, and if you are actually wanting to have kids, when the time is right, that will happen for you for sure. For some of you, it could be in Scorpio season where you get pregnant. Very strong pregnant. Ace of Cups, what I say. This is one of the pregnancy cards too. Yeah, somebody could be getting pregnant during Scorpio season or is pregnant already. Congratulations. All right, so your manifestation, like it's here. For some of you, it's already here. You might have just found out you're pregnant. For others of you, like this pregnancy, this like spirit baby is around you, okay? I'm telling you. Should we tap in with the spirit baby? Y'all want to? You can see what's up. Okay, we're gonna tap in a little bit, see what's coming through from the spirit baby, okay? So I don't know if you've been seeing, I don't know if that's a falcon or a hawk, one of the two, that bird. But yeah, for some of y'all, if you have been seeing falcons, hawks, that could be like a sign for you, a confirmation from the spirit realm. Let's talk about this. This is a lot of what is it, amniotic fluid? Is that what that is in the belly? 3 of Wands. Okay, for some of you, I don't know if you're like 3 months along, 3 weeks or something like that. For others of you, like I was saying, if this is something that you're wanting, even if it's not pregnancy, you don't want to have kids, fine. Some of you, I do see like partnership. You want to be an empress. Okay. And maybe even an empress in your own right, you know. An empress, she don't necessarily need an emperor. She could have one if she wants one, but she doesn't need it. You know I saw that 10 of Pentacles. I haven't seen any relationship cards come out yet, okay? But, you know, we saw that 10 of Pentacles earlier. I felt like I needed to, you know, include that in the message there as well. But, yeah, you know, for some of you, this is about becoming the empress in your own right. This Ace of Cups is self-love as well. like some healing that's taking place for you on a heart level that's going to open you up to receive the blessings. That's what the Empress is, just blessings all around, okay? It's not just in fertility and relationship, you know, it's blessings in your finances, blessings in your career, your business, and your health, all right? For some of you, there's a blessing coming around the corner within 3 days, weeks, or months, okay? Three. Just notice that. Yeah. So 33 can be an angel number. Oh, where were we getting messages from the spirit, baby? We'll just see what else comes through. That's going to be so specific. Let's see, what other messages do we have, spirit? Ooh, Queen of Wands. Look at you, sexy Queen of Wands. Some of you could be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Got that placement in your chart. You look good, okay? Looking real good. You're magnetic. You could be getting a lot of attention when it comes to, you know, romantic interests and stuff like that. Yeah, you know, you out here, you're doing your thing, okay? Feeling sexy, you know, feeling like you that bitch. That's a good energy to be in, all right? Especially if you're doing anything creative or entrepreneurial. There's going to be a lot of success in what you do. Like, people are really drawn to you. Yes, your energy, but your beauty is coming through very strongly, especially with that Empress card too. Like, you look really good, okay? We love to see that. They said one more, then I'm going to move on to the Oracle cards. Some of y'all could have sunflowers or roses in your house. Seeing peacock feathers, flamingos. You know, those are very bright animals, right? They want to be seen. You know, they don't even want to be seen. They just exist, and that's just how they exist. So I'm getting that's how you exist. Like, you don't even be, like, trying to be seen, but you just be shining. Like, people see you. I just saw 222 on the timer there, so that could be an angel number for you. So yeah, you ain't gotta try hard. And that's really what the Queen of Wands, she ain't gotta try hard. You're like, bitch, I'm here. The light is on because I'm fucking here. Because I'm alive, the light is on, and you feel me, okay? Like, come on. You feel me. You feel me, Four of Wands. You feel me. Somebody want to marry you. What I say? You calling this in. Whatever it is you want to do. You want to get married. You want to have a family. You want to buy a house. For some of you, this could be like an amazing business partnership, like power couple. Like, even if it's you and a friend, like, y'all finna make some boss moves together, okay? You know, your home stability looks good. I don't know, some of y'all trying to move here. That could be the blessing that's coming in here. We got that 3 to 4 wands. Yes, we made that progression. So for some of y'all, it could literally be within the next month, okay? You gonna see some progress. Let's see what the Oracle cards gotta say. Answers. Yes, we're seeking answers, but let's see. Okay. It's spirit babies in this card. It's funny. I was talking about, should I pull messages on the spirit baby? I might do a separate reading for that. So yeah, for people that are specifically like wanting to have a child and stuff, I don't want to just inundate this reading with that, because I know that's not going to be for everybody. But yeah, there's like 4 babies, 4 children flying above them. So I don't know, some of y'all could have 4 kids. All right, let's see what the Oracle cards got to say. What the Oracle cards got to say. Some of y'all could work from home, have a at-home business. I'm getting family business very strong. Trust. You got to trust, right? You know, even in the unseen, when it's just like, damn, nothing's happening. Trust anyway, okay? That's how your faith is built, is strengthened in times of quiet, in times of inactivity, right? That's when you're really tested. Not when you so tapped in, you getting all the answers, all the clarity, everything's falling into place, everything makes sense. Nah. You're tested when that's just not the case. Willpower. Yeah. Like, this is something you gotta dig into. Like, you gotta, like, type shit. Like, I was really gonna go way harder than that. That was like the weakest but like I was like, yo, let me, the YN in me gonna be in this bitch foaming at the mouth. I'm like, yo, calm down. Guess I'm feeling like black cat energy today. Meow. Not so much big dog today. We have passion. So yeah, oh my gosh, I just want to start laughing. Some of you, there's so much passion. That Queen of Wands, I'm telling you, you are exuding that passion, that fire, that heat, your sacral chakra doing what it needs to do, okay? You're lit up, like, just by your purpose, by life, by creative projects you're working on, by the people you surround yourself with. I heard by the music that you listen to. So that's really important, making sure you're listening to music that uplifts your spirits, okay? That gets you motivated, pumped up. You need music like that. No sad girl music today, okay? You know, sad girl music has its place. It really does. This Pisces moon baby loves her sad girl music, but too much of it, I'm sorry, we can't do that. Reconciliation. Okay, look, don't get mad at me. Don't get mad at me. Cause I know how some of y'all be. Like, I don't want to get with my ex. Well, then don't. Nobody said you had to. And for some of y'all, it's not going to be an ex. For some of y'all, it's going to be a friend. Because there's two women in the Four of Wands. Usually, this is... it's a heterosexual man and woman in this, but this is two women. So I could be reading for a lesbian couple, but I also could be reading for like friends, okay? You could be reconciling like with a friend. Interesante. Something about the full moon. This could even be like new people that you've met, but it feels like a reunion or some shit. I don't know. Like y'all just known each other forever or some shit. But yeah, we do have a reconciliation coming through. Have y'all had anybody pop up from your past? Let me know in the comments if you want to. If you want to. Let's see. Soul's Journey Lesson. Soul's Journey Lesson cards. Ooh, I got that baby some of y'all finna have is gonna be a reconciliation with a spirit, like an ancestor that has passed over. It's gonna be reborn through your baby. And then for some of you might have a girl. Let's see, what we got going on? Y'all quiet. What we got going on? We have pride. I love myself and I see myself in everyone. So, you know, this is the good kind of pride that you need to have. The good kind of healthy ego, right? When you're like, I deserve good things. That type of shit. Like I was saying earlier, some of y'all feel like, I don't deserve. Who told you that? Like, do I need to beat them up for you? Because I will, okay? Like, ain't nobody finna play with my friend. But yeah, like whatever anybody has told you, however anybody has made you feel, they made you feel unworthy, they made you feel rejected, they made you feel abandoned, you know, all the things. God got something in store for you, okay? You gotta believe it though. You gotta believe it. And you know, when you start believing that, your energy, it hit a little different. That's one thing about the Queen of Wands. She gone, where is she at? Okay, she gonna talk her shit. Some of y'all need to talk a little more shit, okay? Like in a good way. Like, damn, I'm that bitch. Like who wouldn't? I don't know. I was having a conversation with my friend the other day. Oh yeah, and I was like telling her, I was like, yeah, I don't know why he liked me so much. And this was just like a platonic, like a work interaction that I had. But yeah, I was like, I don't know why he liked me so much. And then in that same breath, I was like, what you mean? I was like, I'm fucking awesome. Duh, he likes me, type shit. Okay. So some of y'all need to be on that same stuff. Like you need to catch yourself when you be going down that little negative ass train of thought, where you be thinking too low of yourself, and you know, you're just, ugh, let's not even go there. Let's not go there. Don't even want to go down that raggedy train of thought, okay? So yeah, have pride in yourself, baby. Have pride in who you are. Have pride in where you come from your people, your lineage, your ancestry, you know, your hometown. You know, be proud of all the experiences that made you you. The experiences that tried to break you, tried to destroy you, you know, but only made you stronger. Be proud of all that shit. Be proud of your story. Be proud of every part of you, okay? I don't know, some of y'all gotta like feel ashamed about certain parts of yourself and your story or whatever. Why? You don't need to feel ashamed. What you need to be ashamed for, embarrassed for? Some of y'all need to release that. Maybe people projected that shit onto you. Let that shit go. We have fear. I realize that I'm testing my resolve to live in the energy of love. Yeah, you're afraid of like loss and rejection and abandonment and all these things. Like, let it go. For some of you, you're afraid like to be seen. Okay, with that Queen of Wands. Afraid to be successful, right? We can sabotage ourselves in those ways. Discipline. I can accomplish what I set my mind to. All right, yes you can. You know, whatever it is you want to do, you got it. And we have acceptance. I am learning to accept the things that I cannot change. That's that transformation, that death card, like accepting those endings in your life, right? Which may be painful still for some of you. But you know, those things, they were meant to fade out of your life, my love. You know, as great as you might have thought they were, and like you really wanted to hold on to this person, or you know, Spirit got something so much better in store for you. You gotta believe it. Okay, Spirit has your fantasy, right? I think some of you might have been settling a little bit because you started to accept the belief that fantasies aren't real, like that love that you dream of is unattainable. That's a lie, okay? It's a lie. Star Mother, how can you mother yourself, okay? I don't know, for some of you it could come from your mama or something, okay? I don't know if your mama spoke negatively over you. Some of y'all could have had like one of them narcissistic moms that's like in competition with you and shit like that. So some of y'all could have had a situation like that. Or it could be something about a mother wound that makes you feel like unworthy, unlovable. That could be like where some of that stems from. It's from the mom. So how can you mother yourself? How can you nurture yourself, support yourself, care for yourself? See what else we have coming through. Yeah, going back to the mother too. Some of y'all, yeah, your dream of being a mother. So by you mothering yourself, you're also getting in that energy and that frequency where you're going to be attracting this baby. I guess I got to do the spirit baby reading. Coming soon, okay? I'll do that next. It won't be like, I'll probably do it tomorrow or Wednesday. We have break the chain, ancestral patterns, healing, rewriting the future. I told you, something through your mama's side of the family. You're healing for sure. You know, it could be your father's side too, but yeah, definitely breaking those ancestral patterns there. And we have Akasha, your guidance is divinely guided. All right. So, you know, you're right on time. That's why I was saying for some of you, like you feeling the pressure of like the biological clock is ticking and all this, right on time, right on time. Even if you ain't pregnant right now, you still like, oh my God, like, is it ever gonna happen? Yeah, on time. Like that could be a year from now. It could be 2 years from now. Shit, for somebody it could be 3 weeks from now, okay? But it's gonna happen on time. Put that in the comments. My blessings come to me on time. My blessings come to me on time. Affirm that over your life. Because they do. We have counsel of light, yes. Divine orchestration, helpers in the subtle realms. Pray, to your divine counsel here. Okay, whoever that is for you, you know, Jesus, Buddha, Mother Mary, whoever it is you believe in. Okay, your ancestors, the Orisha, whoever. Okay, call upon them for support. I heard for patience, for endurance. You know, some of you, oof, that word endurance came through, and I hate that word because I hate what it's associated with, especially in the realm of like track and running. Oh my God, I used to run track when I was younger. Hated it. But yeah, it's like you are having to build up so much endurance, and I get like some of you are fucking tired. You're like, what the hell? Like, what am I training for? You could be asking yourself, like, God, what is going on? What am I preparing for? Is it like World War III? What is it? I'm confused. Okay. I heard a great destiny. You have a great destiny. And any great destiny has like really great pitfalls and like trials and tribulations. There is not a hero's journey or tale without those aspects. So just understand, like, you kind of on your own hero's journey. You should look into the hero's journey and like the different stages of that. Because yeah, I think that can give you some insight into maybe where you're at within your own journey. And we also have share your voice, come out of the cave, persecution, expression. Multiple times as I've been doing this reading, I felt my throat closing up, me having to clear my throat. So some of you, throat chakra, you need to get that shit active. She got this blue on here, which is throat chakra, okay? Why I'm hearing throat, baby? We ain't talking about that kind of, ain't talking about that kind of throat, okay? That's wild. But yeah, some of y'all sing, I don't know, do spoken word, like I got a podcast or something, like something with your voice. This could be, you know, writing too is a form of, you know, using your voice as well. But yeah, some of you need to share more. You need to pop out more. You need to let people know what's on your mind, what's on your heart, what's on your spirit, right? Let people know. Because yeah, like there are people that resonate with what you got going on, people that need to hear what you got going on. I heard your words are medicine to people, and they're medicine to yourself. Oh my gosh, and I say that all the time, especially your voice. Oh my gosh, you might not have any idea, especially if you're into like sound healing, like tuning forks and bowls and all that shit, bells, there's all the different sounds. Your voice is an instrument too. Okay, and some of you need to start using your voice as the instrument that it is. Like, it can literally heal you, just like the sound frequencies and all that other shit too. Like, your voice can do the same thing. So yeah, some of y'all need to get into that a little more. But with that being said, I'm gonna wrap up this message here. If this resonates at all, please like, leave me a comment, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and until next time, sending you so much love. Take care. Bye.